Hey there. This morning I had a really amazing interview on the topic of daring to disappoint. And I was left so inspired by the conversation that I want to share a little of it with you today. The woman interviewing was asking me why dare to disappoint, and why is that important to me? And I was sharing with her how for so long in my life, I was nice. I was accommodating. I was good because I was so afraid that if I wasn't those things, that someone would be disappointed with me. And I couldn't really think of anything worse than people being disappointed with me. It just felt awful. But there came a point in my life when I realized that being nice and accommodating and trying so hard to be good was a little constraining, right? That it really didn't work when it came to actually getting what I wanted in my life. Sometimes what I want, or sometimes what is true for me, is going to upset somebody or potentially disappoint them. And if I'm going through my life trying so hard not to be a disappointment, well, it's kind of like going through life with my hands tied behind my back. So there came a point of no return for me when I decided this whole being nice kind of thing to keep the peace, or going along to keep the peace and avoid disappointment, is an absolute drain, and something's got to give. And that's part of what we were talking about today, is how we all do this to some extent, right? It's the thing that you won't ask for. It's the conversation you are unwilling to have with your partner. It's the boundary that you won't draw with your employer or whatever. We all have a place where we're holding back just a little bit in order to keep the peace, avoiding this rejection, disappointment, fill in the blank, whatever that might be for you. And we always have a good rationalization or reason for why we do it, why we hold back. And then we get really good and we buy into our own rationalizations. We kind of buy our own bullshit for why we're doing it. And the thing we rarely look at is, what is it costing you to live that way? What is the cost of holding back, keeping it in, biting your tongue? What is the cost of avoiding disappointment or avoiding disappointing someone else? And when I started looking for myself, it was like, man, I could see it was costing me connection in my relationships because there was all this stuff I wasn't saying. It was costing me energy and self-expression because it actually takes energy to hold back what's really true for you. And it was getting in the way of actually having what I wanted in my life. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to share today. And my question to you is, where are you avoiding disappointment or avoiding disappointing someone? And what's the price you're paying for that? And if you happen to be at a place in your life where you're ready to be more courageous and you want to live more of what's true for you in your life, then you're at a perfect spot to come on retreat with me. I have a retreat coming up in July, just next month, about a month from now, and I would love to have you join us. So if that's speaking to you at all today, just click the button below. You can get more information. You can schedule a call with me, and I'll answer any of your questions, and we can just talk about, is a retreat the next right move for me? All right, you guys, dare to disappoint. I promise you there are beautiful, bold things on the other side.